them at the coaches' dinner, helping with the registration process. A lot of effort that they help put in to help our contest and behind-the-scenes work that is very, very valuable. Please thank them for being with us this evening. Next to them is Miss Lisa Peterson. Lisa is our superintendent in charge of the oral reasons session. She also served today as the announcer for our carload judging contest, and she's been helping with this contest for a number of years. She works for North Dakota State University Extension Service, and we're very pleased to have her back at the National Western this year. And to my immediate left is Miss Trixie Carlstrom. Trixie has helped with this contest as the assistant superintendent for a number of years. She does all of the behind-the-scenes things that I'm not particularly good at, and that Ben and I and Taylor really appreciate, the things that she takes care of, registrations and all the details associated with tabulation, the awards banquet, and so many other things, all the things that she does. Please thank Trixie Carlstrom for being with us this evening. To my right, Mr. Ben Cooley has served as an assistant superintendent for a number of years. Previous to that, he was the judging coach at Northeastern Junior College and president of your Junior College Coaches Association. Please thank Ben for being back with us again this year as the assistant superintendent. Next to Ben is Mr. Taylor Shackelford, who is on his maiden voyage here to the National Western as the assistant superintendent of the carload judging contest. We break in those assistant superintendents by allowing them to move those feedlot steers through the yards where many of the gates no longer exist and some of the corral no longer exists. He successfully managed 20 feedlot steers this morning, along with help from many of you, and I can tell you that they were back at the yards by about noon today. So appreciate him taking care of that and doing an excellent job. I think we broke him into the National Western so far. Thank you, Taylor. Misty Spiller and her family live here in Colorado, and Misty has been volunteering her time and helping with the contest for the last several years. I've lost track, Misty, how many, but she always has a smile on her face. She's willing to do whatever we need done. We appreciate her joining us this evening at our awards banquet. Thank you, Misty. And I probably should have started at that end, but Miss Erin Dorsey is with us, and she's the lady that is really the face of the National Western as far as we're concerned relative to the judging contests. I can tell you that having worked with a number of folks in her role through the years, I really appreciate all the things that she gets done. Look at the awards up here. We used to have a separate awards chair, and Erin has taken that over, and it just continues to grow, and certainly nothing short of amazing. Thank you for all that you do, and thank you for hosting us at the National Western. Another group that has grown in number this year, and I'm really appreciative of that. I am one of those people, and that's an administrator. We have a number of administrators with us this evening. I appreciate you coaches that realize without administrative support, your programs could be in jeopardy at certain schools. So thank you for inviting your administration to be with us. Starting off, if you would, please stand. And if you would, please hold your applause till I get through all of them. We have a number here this evening. Dr. Clyde Cranwell, no stranger to livestock judging. He is the chair of the Department of Agriculture at Fort Hays State University. If Clyde would please stand. We also have Dr. Kevin Pond and his wife Janice from Colorado State University, head of the Department of Animal Science. Dr. Mike Day and his wife Tony, head of the Animal Science Department at the University of Wyoming. Dr. Joe Cassidy, head of the Department of Animal Science at South Dakota State University. Dr. Sean Powell, Vice President of Academic Affairs at Casper College. Mr. Heath Horniker, head of the Ag Department at Casper College. Mr. Joe Librant, head of the Ag Department at Butler County Community College. And Mr. Mike Anderson, head of the Department of Agriculture at Northeastern Junior College. Please give these administrators a nice round of applause. I know we have a number of parents and other guests with us this evening. We'd like to recognize you. If you would please stand all over the room. Parents and honored guests, if you'd please stand, that are here to support our young people. Another group that we're really proud to have with us this evening are our first-year coaches making their maiden voyage with a team to the National Western. First-year coaches, please stand. Part of the reason, Dr. Pond, that we have them stand is that they look so young, they blend in pretty much with the contestants. So that's pretty much the case every year. Many of them graduated in the last couple years and are now in coaching roles. So I appreciate them being with us and the excellent job that they did. You'll see in the results as we get into those in a little bit. Some of those first-year coaches are already pretty talented and doing an excellent job. I'd like to welcome the rest of the coaches, if you'd stand, the veteran coaches, leading both the Junior and Senior College Coaches Associations. Please stand. Tim Arkfeld and his wife, I believe, are both with us this evening. They provided the swine classes for our contest. We've honored them in the past, but we appreciate them joining us this evening. Please thank the Arkfelds for being with us. And we couldn't do the contest without those of you who helped us drive animals, show animals, stir animals. If you helped in any way yesterday in presenting the livestock, going to get the livestock, or helping today in the carload contest, please stand, those of you that helped us put on the contest. I would draw your attention now to the inside of the program, and if Aaron would come down front and present or show the print that we have. Our honored guest is not with us this evening, Mr. Trent Horton, but you can read about it. I won't read that to you. I could just tell you that Trent Horton manages Horton Feed Yards out of LaSalle, Colorado, not too far south and east of Greeley. Maybe a little closer for some of you to say they're south of Kersey, Colorado. But Trent Horton and his family have provided the market steers that we've used in the carload judging, the 20 that I talked about Taylor successfully getting through the yards and back on the trailer this morning. They've been doing that for as long as I can remember, and it's probably close to 20 years now. Mr. Anderson, I don't know how many pounds of beef we ran off those cattle today, but 20 head, if it's approximately 100 pounds, and you do that for 20 years, the investment that he's made in this contest is tremendous. And I don't know very many places or very many people that would allow us to do that. In fact, every year I assume he's going to tell me no, and every year he says, as long as we're helping young people, I'm in. So we wanted to recognize him, and the National Western is providing this lovely print for he and his family. And we wish they could be with us this evening, but he has other commitments. But certainly one of the strong supporters that has helped make this judging contest what it is. If you get a chance to send him a note, we would appreciate that. Trent, if you're watching from out on the web this evening, thank you very much for your support of the National Western Stock Show. The last thing I'll do before we actually get into the awards is to remind you coaches to please send thank you notes. You'll notice as you turn in your program towards the back, there are a list of those folks that are providing not only the awards here that you see this evening, but there are also on each side of a page a list of those producers who provided animals. That turns out to be last year's list. We just put it in a book so that you could see those who provided last year's. We completed this year's provider list this afternoon, and you will find a copy in your results packet of those people, the individuals who provided cattle and sheep and hogs, goats for our contest. If you would, please have your young people write thank yous. A handwritten note from them means a lot, and if they get a number of those, that really makes it easier as we go back to them next year and ask to borrow their livestock again. I can tell you that's one of the most enjoyable parts of my job, is to getting to walk through the yards, walk through the barn, and ask for livestock, and many of them say how much they appreciated the thank you notes that they got last year and the year before and the year before that. So coaches, you could help us with that. That would be much appreciated. Okay, I think I have gotten to the point where we are ready to present the carload awards. If you would turn just to page 1 in your program, we will start with the junior college high individuals. And I would like to have the following individuals please come forward. We're going to have you come up Once they get up front, then we will call them off in order, and Lindsay and her group will present them with the proper awards. If I could have Michael Lowridge, Ashton Handy, Tanner Keiss, Ryan Gifford, Connor Hardy, Carter Galandri, Ryan Gifford, Miles Stagmeyer, Ben Porter, Cody Schroeder, and Lane William. Please come up front. We had 350 points possible. They judged 6 classes, groups of animals today, all beef cattle, and they answered questions on the feedlot steer class. So 350 points possible. We did have some ties. You had to have 337 points to be in this group, and the first 4 that I will call off had 337 points. We started off with a tiebreaker of the questions class. If that didn't break the tie, then we went to the class with the lowest total cuts, which was the Angus heifer class. The next lowest cuts was the Hereford heifer class. And beyond that, I went as far as I could, and I never did have to flip a coin. So we did get those sufficiently broke, such that the 10th high individual is Michael Lowridge from Hutchinson Community College, 337 points. In 9th position is Lane William from Redlands Community College. Same score. Also with 337 points, our 7th and 8th place individuals both had a perfect score on the questions, and we had to move to the next level of tiebreaker. Our 8th high individual is Ashton Handy from Northwest College. And winning the tiebreaker from Boleyn College is Cody Schroeder. We move up a point and a tie for 5th and 6th with 338 points. Our 6th high individual is Ben Porter from Connors State College. Winning that tiebreaker again with a perfect score on questions is Tanner, is it Keiss? From Eastern Oklahoma State College. We had a 3-way tie for 2nd with 341 points. Our 4th high individual from Butler County Community College, Miles Stagmeyer. 3rd high individual with 341 points from Illinois Central College, Carter Galandre. And winning the tiebreaker, 341 points, your 2nd high individual in this year's carload judging contest receives a plaque and a canvas wrap from the National Western Stock Show, Ryan Gifford from Butler County Community College. And your high individual with 345 points out of 350, receiving a plaque from the National Western, a travel bag from JBS Five Rivers Cattle Feeding, a Western print from C.J. Brown Studios, and a boot certificate for a new pair of boots from Justin Boot Company, Connor Hardy from Boleyn College. Congratulations to our top 10 junior college carload judgers. Okay, I'm going to read off our top 10 teams, and Lindsay's going to tell me we have awards for all of them? Yep. Okay, so if we could have a representative from 3rd through 10th place, one representative please come forward. Our 10th place team in the junior college competition in carload judging with a score of 16-19 is Northeastern Oklahoma A&M, coached by Taylor Graham. Congratulations. 1 point higher with 1,620 points, your 9th high team is Hutchinson Community College, coached by Mr. Ben Williams and Mr. Patrick Arkfeld. We had a tie for 7th and 8th with 1,637 points, broken on total questions within the carload competition. Your 8th high team is Butler County Community College, coached by Taylor Frank. Don't be shy as I call off your team. You guys should already decide who's coming up, who's going to represent your team. Winning that tiebreaker, also 1,637 points, Northern Oklahoma College, coached by Tim Hubbard on his maiden voyage here at the National Western Stock Show. Sixth high team with 1,641 is the team from Lakeland College, coached by Jordan Roush. Our fifth high team had 2 additional points at 1,643. That's the team from Connors State College, coached by Mr. Nolan Hildebrand. Our fourth high team had a score of 1,651. That's the team from Casper College, coached by Mr. Jeremy Burkett. Our third high team had 1 additional point at 1,652. The third place team is Redlands Community College, coached by Mr. Brandon Callis. Our reserve champion team will receive a traveling trophy presented on behalf of Mr. Gary Harvey, who coached for many years at Fort Scott Community College. They'll also receive a plaque from the National Western Stock Show, as well as a banner from the National Western Stock Show. I would ask Mr. Ben Cooley to present this traveling trophy on behalf of the Gary Harvey family. Our reserve champion team this year with a score of 1,655 is the team from Boleyn College, coached by Mr. Bryce Mund and Mr. Joe Rathman. Team members, please come up. Cody Schroeder, Colin Cass, Kylie Patterson, Trevor Leitner, and Connor Hardy. Congratulations to Boleyn College, our reserve champion team. Okay, and our champion team will receive a plaque and a banner from the National Western Stock Show. Those shepherd's crooks, really long shepherd's crooks from Leachman Cattle Company of Colorado. Boot certificates for the team from Justin Boot Company. And a traveling trophy provided by Jerry and Marcia Douglas. And just give a shout out, if you would. Please keep Marcia lifted up in prayer. She's been having some challenges, and Jerry was looking forward to being with us. He loves the National Western Stock Show and certainly wanted to be here, but said he probably needed to be with Marcia this time, and so please keep them in your prayers. Our champion team this year had a score of 1,659, and that's the team from Illinois Central College, coached by Mr. Grant Grebner and Blake Lehman. Okay, if you would, please turn in your awards booklet to page 2. And we're going to do the same recognition for the senior college side of our carload judging competition. I'd like to have the following individuals please come forward. I'd like to have Hunter Langhoff, Evan Dietz, Nick Pitlick, Abigail Jenkins, Matt Owens, Danielle McVeigh, Shiloh Shockey, Katie Knowles, John Nelson, and Rachel Booth. again, 350 points possible in this group as well. They judged the exact same classes and answered the same questions as their junior college counterparts. Had to have 338 points to make this top group, and we had two tied at that score in 9th and 10th. Finishing in 10th place from Sam Houston State University is Danielle McVeigh. Winning the tiebreaker with a perfect score on her questions from Western Illinois University is Hunter Langhoff. Guess it's not a her, it's a he. Congratulations, Hunter, winning the tiebreaker. We had a four-way tie coming up with 339 points. Had to go to several tiebreakers, but finishing in 8th from Kansas State University is Shiloh Shockey. Seventh high individual is Evan Dietz from Iowa State University with that same score, 339. Sixth place is Katie Knowles from the University of Nebraska. And winning the tiebreaker with a perfect score on questions from the University of Minnesota, Nick Pitlick. Fourth high individual, we had a tie actually for second with 340 points. Two of them had perfect scores on questions. Our fourth high individual from Oklahoma State University, John Nelson. Had to go to my final tiebreaker to divide the next two. Your third high individual from Mississippi State University, Abigail Jenkins. So our reserve champion individual will receive a plaque and again a canvas wrap from the National Western Stock Show with a perfect score on questions, and winning that tiebreaker, 340 points, Oklahoma State University's Rachel Booth. And your high individual receiving a plaque from the National Western, a boot certificate from Justin Boot Company, a travel bag from JBS Five Rivers Cattle, and a Western print from the C.J. Brown Studios with one additional point, 341 points representing Texas Tech University, Matt Owens. Congratulations to our top 10 individuals. Again, rosettes for our top 10 teams. If I could have a representative, please come forward. Teams, please decide who that's going to be. Our 10th place team had a score of 1,600 points, and that's the team from Western Illinois University, coached by Mark Hogue and Hayden Wilder. Our 9th high team had a score of 1,606. That's the team from the University of Wyoming, coached by Mr. Caleb Boardman and Colby Hales. Our 8th high team had a score of 1,610. That's the team from Kansas State University, coached by Mr. Chris Mullenix. Our 7th high team had a score of 1,623. Texas A&M University, coached by Mr. Keaton Dodd. Our 6th place team had a score of 1,631. Our 6th place team are the Jackrabbits from South Dakota State University, coached by Mr. Brady Jensen on his maiden voyage to the National Western as the livestock judging team coach. Our 5th high team in the senior college division had a score of 1,640, and that's the team from Iowa State University, coached by Mr. Chris Cassidy and Colby Redifer. 3 points higher at 1,643. Our 4th place team are the Texas Tech Red Raiders, coached by John DeClerc. third high team in the carload judging contest had a score of 1647. And that goes to the Rams from Colorado State University, coached by Clay Carlson and Luke Furness. One point higher, our reserve champion team. The reserve champion team will receive a plaque and a banner from the National Western Stock Show, as well as a traveling trophy. Taylor, if you'd like to go and present this traveling trophy on behalf of Land O'Lakes Purina Feeds. Our reserve champion team, score 1648, is the team from the University of Illinois, coached by Parker Henley and Jack Oates. I'd like to have the team members come forward on our reserve champion team. Maggie Schweppe, Cody Hayden, Megan Myers-Crown, Jason, help me, Bedwo, and Kaylee Huzinga. You guys have some good names. Congratulations, University of Illinois. Our champion team will receive a plaque and a banner from the National Western. The Shepherd's Crooks, provided by Leachman Cattle Company of Colorado. Boot certificates from the Justin Boot Company. A traveling trophy. Again, Taylor, if you would present that. No. Don't have that. Okay. From the Steve Gable family. The coach will receive an award and plaque from the National Western, so we need the coach to come up as well. And the team will receive a 3x3 vinyl banner also for that coach, I believe. So the champion team had a score of 1670, and that's his team from Oklahoma State University, coached by Blake Bloomberg. Team members are Kevin Edwards, Rachel Booth, Colton Pratz, John Nelson, and Jessica Juvenal. Also coached by Miss Reitzenstein, Kendall Reitzenstein. Appreciate her helping us this evening. Okay, we have a special award presentation this evening. The Greeley Hat Works has not only donated I believe it's a $400 gift certificate for the hat, a custom-made hat for the high individual in both the junior and the senior college competition, but they donated a third hat as well. And so we put the name of every coach that was in the contest here in the basket, and I'm going to call upon Aaron Dorsey to please come and draw out the winning coach for a custom-made hat at Greeley Hat Works. That's a nice ring. I don't know.
Oh my gosh, I'll never wear it.
It's appropriate that probably Dr. Pond goes to someone from Texas. They all wear big hats. Connor Newsom is our winner of a hat. Always good to have some levity as we go through these awards. Congratulations, Connor Newsom, and thank you to Greeley Hat Works. I talked to a gentleman in the hall earlier that his fiance sent him to Greeley Hat Works today to get measured for a new hat for their wedding. So I know a number of you support that business and appreciate their support of our contest. Mr. Trent Johnson is the owner of Greeley Hat Works. We're going to turn now to page 3 in your booklet, and we're going to start with the Junior College Swine Awards. I'd like the following individuals to please come forward. If I could have Katie Sims, Tiffany Connolly, Cole McKinney, Kinsey Kretzmeyer, Logan Despain, Adrian Austin, Cheyenne Mattis, Samuel Lawrence, Allie Martin, and Derek Henningsen. 250 points possible here in the swine judging. They judged 3 classes of swine yesterday and gave 2 sets of oral reasons, so 250 possible. Took 235 points to make it into the top 10 this evening. Our 10th high individual in junior college swine judging is Katie Sims from Redlands Community College with a score of 235. Also with 235 points and slightly higher swine reasons from Illinois Central College, Derek Henningsen. 1 point higher with 236. 8th high individual is Tiffany Connolly from Northeastern Junior College. Had numerous individuals now at 240 points. Your 7th high individual from Fort Scott Community College is Allie Martin. 6th high individual with a 240 from Casper College, Cole McKinney. 5th high individual from Illinois Central College, Samuel Lawrence. Winning the tiebreaker, 240 points, 97 points on reasons from Butler County Community College, Kinsey Kretzmeyer. 3rd high individual with 2 points more, 242 from Boleyn College, Cheyenne Mattis. And sometimes is the case, the 2 of these had the same score at 246. They tied on reasons at 98. We moved to total reasons to finally break the tie. And our 2nd high individual in swine will receive a garment bag provided by Jason Simpson from Simpson Livestock. Jason and his family have provided sheep. They provided swine. He's been an official. They've been very supportive of this contest through the years. Are we finding that award? Okay, it's what it says in the book. Broken here such that your reserve champion individual is Logan Despain from Casper College. And your high individual receiving a plaque from the National Western, a picture from the Arkfeld family. If Tim or your wife would like to come up, either of you to present that. He said no, present it on his behalf. Colorado Pork Producers Council providing a travel bag and a pork checkoff, also providing awards. Your high individual, 246 points from Lincoln Land Community College, Adrian Austin. Congratulations, young people. Top 10 individuals, junior college, swine judging. Oh, we found that garment bag. Good job. It's a good problem when you have so many awards. They're easy to lose some of them up here. Okay, we're going to present the top 5 teams. Lindsay, is that what you have? Top 5 teams, Rosettes. If I could have one representative from this top 3, or the 3rd, 4th, and 5th place teams. Our 5th place team with 1,134 points is Butler County Community College, coached by Mr. Taylor Frank. 4th high team with 1,137 points from Redlands Community College, team coached by Mr. Brandon Callis. 2 points higher in 3rd, 1,139 points. You met their coach earlier. This is the team from Clarendon College, coached by Mr. Johnny Trikel and Luke Seigel. One point higher to our reserve champion team in the junior college swine judging. 1,140 points. They're good at carload judging, and they're pretty good at swine judging. Illinois Central College, your 2nd place team in swine judging, coached by Mr. Grant Grebner. The champion team in swine judging receiving a plaque from the National Western Stock Show, a traveling trophy provided by JBS Swift, the pork division, Shepherd's Crooks from Surechamp, a $350 travel award, which coaches we appreciate, from the Pork Checkoff, as well as a vinyl banner from the National Western Stock Show. Your champion team in swine judging, 26 points higher with 1,166, Casper College, coached by Mr. Jeremy Burkett. If I could have the team members please come forward. Logan Despain, Cole McKinney, Alexi Goodnow, Shannon Davey, and Eli Nielsen, along with their coach, Mr. Jeremy Burkett. Okay, let's turn over to the next page. I believe we're on page number. Well, what we're going to do is we're going to move several pages. We're going to alternate back and forth. That's what they've asked me to do between the junior and the senior college awards. So we're going to turn over to page number 8 and do the swine awards here in the senior college competition. And I'd like the following individuals to please come forward. I would like to have Brady Bobbendreyer, Peyton Dahmer, Petey Miller, Dallin Brady, Lori Edwards, Chase Taylor, Wyatt Durst, Austin Nauman, Macy Merrick, and Ashley Corns. Again, 250 points possible. Judged the same classes. Gave reasons to a different set of reason takers. Took 234 points, and we had a three-way tie here for 8th with 234. Your 10th high individual from Western Illinois is Chase Taylor. These three also had the same reason score in swine, so we had to go to total reasons to separate them. Your 9th high individual from Oklahoma State University is Lori Edwards. And winning the tiebreaker, 234 points from Kansas State University, Mr. Wyatt Durst. We move up 2 points higher to 7th high individual from the University of Wyoming, Dallin Brady. Had a tie for 5th and 6th, broken on reasons with 237 points. Your 6th high individual from Texas A&M University, Austin Nauman. Winning the tiebreaker, 237 points from Oklahoma State University, Petey Miller. Move up 1 point to 238 and a tie for 3rd and 4th. Same score on reasons, broken on total reasons. 4th high individual is Macy Merrick from Iowa State University. And winning the tiebreaker, 238 points from Kansas State University, Peyton Dahmer. Our reserve champion individual will receive a canvas wrap from the National Western Stock Show with 244 points from Texas Tech University, Ashley Corns. And your high individual receiving a plaque from the National Western, a travel bag from the Colorado Pork Producers Council, a picture, thank you, Arkfeld family, and additional award from the Pork Checkoff. Your high individual with 245 points out of 250 from the University of Minnesota, Brady Bobbendreyer. Top 5 teams in senior college swine judging. If I could have a representative from these teams, please come forward. Our 5th place team with 1,128 points from Texas A&M University, the team coached by Mr. Keaton Dodd. Fourth high team had a score of 1,130 points. And that's the team from the University of Minnesota, coached by Mr. Kyle Roseboom. and assisted by Mr. Greg Harder. One point higher, third place with 1,131 points from the swine judging mecca at Iowa State University, coached by Chris Cassidy and Mr. Colby Redifer. Our reserve champion team in swine judging will receive a canvas wrap from the National Western Stock Show. The 1,143 points, your second place team in swine judging, are the Wildcats from Kansas State University, coached by Chris Mullenix. Our champion team will receive a plaque from the National Western Stock Show, a traveling trophy provided by JBS Swift Pork, beautiful traveling trophy I should add. Shepherd's Crooks presented by Flatland Show Pigs, represented this evening by Mr. Ben Cooley. A vinyl banner from the National Western Stock Show, and $350 in travel money from the Pork Checkoff. Your champion team with a score of 1,147 points is the team from Oklahoma State University, coached by Blake Bloomberg. If I could have the team please come forward. P.D. Miller, Haley Stark, Lori Edwards, Blake Goss, and Jesse Henson. Congratulations to our champion team. I'm going to direct you back now to page number 4 in your program, and we're going to present the awards for the top individuals in junior college, sheep and goats. If I could have the following 10 individuals please come up. I would like to have Kylie Patterson, Maddie Nation, Austin Fuss, J.C. Bergen, Shannon Davey, Cheyenne Mattis, Tanner Barnes, Nathan Davis, Trevor Rosso, and Adrian Austin. $300 points possible this time. Had to have 288 points to make the top 10. That's the score for our 10th high individual from Belen College, Cheyenne Mattis. It's good to clap, you bet. Tie for 8th and 9th with 289 points. Your 9th high individual, again broken on reasons in sheep and goats, from Casper College, Shannon Davey. Also 289 winning the tiebreaker from Butler County Community College, Tanner Barnes. 1 point higher, your 7th high individual from Belen College, J.C. Bergen. 1 point higher in 6th from Eastern Oklahoma State College, 291 points, Nathan Davis. We had a 4-way tie for 2nd, broken on reasons. The next 2 tied on sheep and goat reasons, so we went to total reasons. Your 5th high individual from Connors State College, Austin Fuss. Also at 292 points, your 4th high individual from Butler County Community College, Trevor Rosso. Same score in 3rd place from Northern Oklahoma College, Maddie Nation. And winning the tiebreaker, 292 points, a 98 on 2 sets of sheep and goat reasons, Adrian Austin from Lincoln Land Community College, receiving a canvas wrap from the National Western and a boot bag from the National Western Stock Show. And your high individual receiving a plaque from the National Western a travel bag from McLennan Club Lambs. Logan McLennan served in this committee as a sheep and goat official the last several years. He and his family have provided awards for a number of years. And a beautiful fleece presented by Jason Simpson and family at Simpson Livestock. Your high individual with 296 points out of 300 from Berlin College, Kylie Patterson. Congratulations, our top 10 junior college individuals in sheep and goat judging. We'll move right down to the bottom of that page 4 to your top 5 teams. We have rosettes for the 5th place team with a score of 14-14, Hutchinson Community College, coached by Mr. Ben Williams and Mr. Patrick Arkfeld. 1 point higher at 14-15. Your 4th place team comes from South Plains Community College and their coach with a new cowboy hat. Coached by Connor Newsom. Our 3rd high team had a score of 14-25. This goes to the team from Northern Oklahoma College, coached by Mr. Tim Hubbard. We'll move up 10 points to our reserve champion team. The reserve champion team with a score of 14-35 is the team from Butler County Community College, coached by Mr. Taylor Frank. Our champion team will receive a plaque from the National Western Stock Show, a traveling trophy from the Junior College Coaches Association. Could we have the president of the Junior College Coaches Association please come forward to present that? Mr. Craig Beckmeyer from Lincoln Land Community College. Also receiving Shepherd's Crooks from Johnny Trikel, if Johnny would join us up here as well, from Clarendon College, as well as a 2x2 vinyl banner from the National Western Stock Show. Your champion team in sheep and goat judging had a score of 14-36, and that's the champion team from Berlin College, coached by Bryce Mund and Joe Rathman. Team members are Kylie Patterson, Grayson Gilbreth, Travis Bonner, Cheyenne Mattis, and J.C. Bergen. Congratulations to Berlin College. Okay, we're going to turn in our book now to the senior college sheep and goats, and they're on page number 9. If I could have the following individuals please come forward. I would like to have Austin Nauman, Juan Gavette, Blake Goss, Petey Miller, Jenna Frank, Peyton Dahmer, Cody LaFrance, Landon Eldridge, Logan Henry, and Maggie Schweppe. 300 points possible here in sheep and goat judging. Again, our senior college contestants judged the same class. No, they did not. They judged the same ewe class, the same doe class, but they had a separate market lamb class. So different market lambs for the senior college and different reason takers. Had to have 289 points to make the top 10. We had a tie for 9th and 10th with 289. Same reason score broken on total reasons. Your 10th high individual from the University, excuse me, from the University of Illinois is Maggie Schweppe. Winning the tiebreaker from Texas A&M University in 9th, Austin Nauman. 1 point higher in 8th from the University of Wyoming, Logan Henry. One point higher, 291 points, Logan's teammate from the University of Wyoming, Juan Gavette. with the same score of 291 points from Texas A&M University. Your sixth high individual is Landon Eldridge. Also at 291 points, in fifth place from Oklahoma State University, Mr. Blake Goss. Also at 291 points from Kansas State University, in fourth place, Cody LaFrance. And winning the tiebreaker, 291 points, third place from Oklahoma State University, P.D. Miller. 1 point higher, your reserve champion individual will receive a boot bag from the National Western, a beautiful canvas wrap from the National Western. 292 points, Kansas State University's Peyton Dahmer. And your champion individual receiving a plaque from the National Western, a travel bag from McLennan Club Lambs and Logan McLennan, a beautiful fleece pelt from the Pfeiffer family down in Oklahoma, Jerry Pfeiffer and his wife Ada and family, with 1 point higher, 293 points from the Rams, Colorado State University's own Jenna Frank. I had the opportunity to coach both her mother and father, so I know she has good genetics, in addition from coming from a school represented with a mascot known as the Ram, Cam the Ram. Moving on to our top 5 teams, senior college sheep and goat judging. If I could have a representative, please come forward. Our fifth place team with 1,402 points are the Golden Gophers from the University of Minnesota, coached by Kyle Roseboom and Mr. Greg Harder. Our fourth high team in sheep and goat judging with a score of 1,411 points, the team from Texas A&M University, coached by Mr. Keaton Dodd. Our third place team, a score of 1,422 points, and a university that provided classes in the sheep division here for many years, and I used to spend a lot of time with judging teams there. Many of us did. The team from the University of Wyoming, coached by Caleb Boardman and Mr. Colby Hales. Three points higher, our reserve champion team had 1,425. They'll receive a canvas wrap from the National Western Stock Show. Your reserve champion team comes from Kansas State University, coached by Mr. Chris Mullenix. Our champion team will receive a plaque from the National Western Stock Show, a traveling trophy from the Senior College Coaches Association, if we could have their president. Is our president with us this evening from the Senior College Coaches Association? Please come forward. Also, Shepherd's Crooks from McLennan Club Lambs, again, Logan and Joni McLennan, and a 2x2 vinyl banner provided by the National Western Stock Show. Your champion team in sheep and goat judging with a score of 1,434 is Oklahoma State University, coached by Blake Bloomberg. Team members are P.D. Miller, Haley Stark, Lori Edwards, Blake Goss, and Jesse Henson. Okay, if you would, please turn in your program to page 5. We're going to move back to the junior college competition, and we're going to give awards here in the cattle division. I would like to have the following individuals please come forward. I would like to have Adrian Austin, Tanner Barnes, Cade Hibden, Hannah Cran, Kaylee Ellington, Kinsey Kretzmeyer, Shannon Davey, Maddie Nation, Trevor Rosso, Tyler Dunham, Thomas Willis, and Josie Reinhold. Please come forward. If you're keeping track, I read off a few more than 10. And we're going to jump down and not follow script here quite completely. We're going to start with the high individual in feedlot cattle. This is an award presented by Charles and Allison Bernheide. Charles lives on the western slope. He attended Texas A&M University where he met his bride. And he and his daughter, Allison Bernheide, now a graduate student at Oklahoma State, are providing a boot bag for high individual in feedlot cattle, judging the market steers with a score of 97 points and a 49 on reasons from Illinois Central College, Josie Reinhold. Josie, that's all I have for you. All right. Just to be direct. Okay, now we're going to give out the top 5 individuals in cattle reasons before we move on to the top 10 individuals. We should have 5 awards for the top individuals in cattle reasons. The 5th high individual with a score of 188 out of a possible 200. They gave 4 sets of oral reasons in cattle. Your 5th high individual, junior college cattle reasons from Butler County Community College, Trevor Rosso. Trevor, you can stay up here. 4th high individual, same score, 188 from Fort Scott Community College, Hannah Cran. You can also stay up. 3rd high individual, same score, winning that tiebreaker from Redlands Community College, Thomas Willis. Thomas, that's all I have for you. 2nd high individual, 189 points from South Plains College, Ty Dunham. Ty, you can stay up. And winning score in high individual and beef cattle reasons, 195 points out of a possible 200 is a tremendous score on 4 sets of reasons. Lincoln Land Community College's Adrian Austin. And you can stay up here. We will now introduce your top 10 individuals in junior college cattle judging. Your 10th high individual had a score of 433 points out of 450 possible. Your 10th high individual is Kinsey Kretzmeyer from Butler County Community College. 9th high individual, we had a 3-way tie here, 434 points from Redlands Community College. 9th goes to Kaylee Ellington. Also with 434 points in 8th from Casper College, Shannon Davey. And winning that tiebreaker, 434 points, 7th high individual from Fort Scott Community College, Hannah Cran. We had a tie for 5th and 6th with 436 points. I'm telling you wrong. 435 points, and 6th is Maddie Nation from Northern Oklahoma College. Then our tie with 436 is from 4th and 5th. Teammates, 5th high individual from Butler County Community College is Cade Hibden. Both of them had the same score and the same reasons score in cattle. We broke it on total reasons. 4th high individual from Butler County Community College is Trevor Rosso. 2 points higher in 3rd, also from Butler County Community College, Tanner Barnes. Your reserve champion individual receiving a hanging bag from the National Western Stock Show, a beautiful canvas wrap from the Western Stock Show, 439 points, 1 additional point from South Plains College, Ty Dunham. And your high individual receiving a plaque from the National Western, a beautiful bull statue presented from the American Angus Association. Your high individual with 441 points, pride of Lincoln Land Community College, Adrian Austin. Congratulations to our top individuals, junior college beef cattle judging. We have rosettes for the top 5 teams, beef cattle and junior college. If I could have a representative, please come forward. Your 5th high team, we had a tie for 4th and 5th with 21-25, broken on reasons within cattle. Your 5th place team is South Plains Community College, coached by Connor Newsom. A representative, please. In 4th place with the 21-25, the team from Redlands Community College, coached by Mr. Brandon Callis. Four points higher in 3rd with 21-29 is the team from Blackhawk College, Blackhawk East, coached by Dan Hogue and Tyler Graddert. Your reserve champion team in cattle judging will receive a canvas wrap from the National Western Stock Show, as well as a plaque. They had a score of 21-32. Your reserve champion team in cattle judging is the team from Boleyn College, coached by Bryce Mund and Joe Rathman. Your champion team will receive plaques from the American Hereford Association for each team member, a plaque from the National Western Stock Show, a traveling trophy from Land O'Lakes Purina Feeds, a coveted Shepherd's Crooks presented by Donnie Bagalka and his family from Bagalka Livestock in South Dakota, as well as a 2x2 vinyl banner from the National Western Stock Show. Jumping up 31 points to 21-63, your champion team in beef cattle judging, the team from Butler County Community College, coached by Taylor Frank. We could have team members please come forward. Cade Hibden, Kinsey Kretschmeyer, Tanner Barnes, Trevor Russo, and Cooper Carlisle. Congratulations to our champion team in beef cattle judging. Turn your attention now to page 10 in your program. I'd like the following individuals to please come forward. If I could have Anna Scott, Raylan Thompson, Trace McBride, Laurel Rigby, Austin Nauman, P.D. Miller, Wyatt Durst, Lacey Knodel, Cassie McConkey, and Kylie Elder. And as we did in the junior college, I'm going to jump down and give the award first in the feedlot cattle. High individual in feedlot cattle receives a boot bag provided by Lee and Terry Denzer and Sons. Lee Denzer coached for many years at Blackhawk East. We appreciate their support. Your high individual in the market steers, the feedlot class this year, with 97 points from Texas Tech University, Miss Anna Scott. Now presenting awards to our top individuals in beef cattle reasons in your program just below the feedlot cattle. Top individuals in beef reasons, we have awards for the top 5. With 188 points out of 200 from the University of Wyoming, Laurel Rigby. You can all stay up here after you get these awards. Your fourth high individual with 188 points as well from Texas Tech, Kylie Elder. Third high individual in beef cattle reasons with 189 points from Texas A&M University, Austin Nauman. Second place individual in beef cattle reasons with 191 points from Kansas State University, Wyatt Durst. And high individual in beef cattle reasons receiving a plaque from the American Hereford Association with 193 points from Oklahoma State University, P.D. Miller. Okay, moving back to the top of page 10 now for your top individuals in beef cattle judging, senior college. 450 points possible, 432 points to make it into the top 10. Your 10th high individual is from Texas Tech University, Miss Anna Scott. Also with 432 points and also from Texas Tech University, our 9th high individual is Kylie Elder. Eighth high individual had a score of 433 from Western Illinois University, Raylan Thompson. Seventh high individual from Texas A&M with a score of 434 points is Cassie McConkey. Moving up to sixth high individual, score of 435 points. We have two of those. From Texas Tech University, Tracy McBride. And winning the tiebreaker with 435 points, and fifth from Iowa State University, Lacey Nodal. Fourth high individual, we had a tie for third and fourth with 436 points. Your fourth high individual from the University of Wyoming, Laurel Rigby. Winning that tiebreaker, 436 points and 191 in reasons on cattle reasons from Kansas State University, Wyatt Durst. Our reserve champion individual in cattle judging will receive a hanging bag from the National Western Stock Show, beautiful canvas wrap from the National Western, 437 points. Your reserve champion individual in cattle judging from Texas A&M University, Austin Nauman. And the high individual receiving a plaque from the National Western, the coveted bronze bull from the American Hereford Association with 439 points. High individual in beef cattle from Oklahoma State University, P.D. Miller. Now recognize your top 5 teams at the bottom of page 10 in beef cattle judging senior college division. If I could have a representative, please come forward. In 5th place with a score of 21-24, Iowa State University, coached by Chris Cassidy and Colby Redifer. Fourth high team had a score of 21-38. That's the team from Western Illinois University, coached by Mark Hogue and Hayden Wilder. Third high team in beef cattle judging with a score of 21-42, the team from Oklahoma State University, coached by Blake Bloomberg. Our reserve champion team in beef cattle judging with a score of 21-51. Texas A&M University, coached by Keaton Dodd. And your champion team in beef cattle judging receiving team plaques from the American Hereford Association, a plaque from the National Western Stock Show, traveling trophy, Beautiful traveling trophy from Land O'Lakes Purina Feeds. The Shepherd's Crooks provided by Collegiate Livestock, Mr. Donnie Bagalka and his family in South Dakota. And a 2x2 vinyl banner. Your champion team with 2158 is from Texas Tech University, coached by John DeClerc. You can have the entire team please come forward. That team is made up of Ty Gillespie, Ashley Corns, Tracy McBride, Kylie Elder, and Anna Scott. Congratulations to the Red Raiders. Moving back in your program now to the junior college division, oral reasons are on page 6. I'd like the following individuals to please come forward. I'd like to have Cheyenne Mattis, Shannon Davey, Kylie Patterson, Maddie Nation, Adrian Austin, Samuel Lawrence, J.C. Bergen, Trevor Rosso, Logan Despain, and Kinsey Kretschmeyer. $400 points possible. 368 points for your 10th high individual. And that is Samuel Lawrence from Illinois Central College. We had a tie for 8th and 9th. When the tie is in oral reasons, we go to placing scores on reasons classes, and this may sound strange to some of you, but those who did the poorer job placing actually win those tiebreakers because they had a tougher hole to climb out of, if you will. Winning the tiebreaker in 9th is Cheyenne Mattis from Boleyn College. 8th place, teammate J.C. Bergen finishes 8th with 369 points. Another tie for 6th and 7th with 370 points. 7th goes to Shannon Davey from Casper College. Winning that tiebreaker, 370 points in 6th from Butler County Community College, Trevor Rosso. 1 point higher in 5th, 371 points from Boleyn College, Kylie Patterson. 4th high individual, 373 points from Casper College, Logan Despain. 2 points higher, your 3rd high individual, 375 points from Northern Oklahoma College, Maddie Nation. Our reserve champion individual will receive a plaque from the National Western Stock Show. New this year, a beautiful calf hide. If you don't like that, you can leave it up here with me. 377 points, your 2nd high individual, Butler County Community College's Kinsey Kretschmeyer. And your high individual receiving a plaque from the National Western, a travel bag from Shane Bedwell. I didn't see Shane. If you're in the room, please come forward to present this. We appreciate Shane's support. Coached at Colorado State. He and I grew up in the same county, and he now works for the American Hereford Association. Also a pin set from the American Angus Association. Your high individual in oral reasons, this is an amazing score. I've not heard, Dr. Pond, of a 391 out of 400. Your high individual from Lincoln Land Community College, Adrian Austin. From this point forward, Adrian, known as the Silver Smooth-Tongued Adrian Austin from Lincoln Land Community College. Your top 5 teams in oral reasons, if I could have a representative for your 5th high team. Score of 1803 from Redlands Community College, coached by Brandon Callis. Your 4th high individual, also with 1,803 points, is the team from Illinois Central College, coached by Grant Grebner. Third high team in oral reasons, they are doing great. You guys are doing an excellent job. Third high team is Boleyn College, coached by Bryce Mund and Joe Rathman. Your reserve champion team in oral reasons, a score of 18-23, is the team from Casper College, coached by Mr. Jeremy Burkett. Our champion team will receive a plaque from the National Western Stock Show, a traveling trophy from Kelly and Gina Birch. Kelly coached at Casper College for many years, and Kelly, if you or Gina or one of the Birch family are here this evening, please come forward to present this award. Also, framed pictures from Leo Brothers Cattle Company. Your high team in oral reasons this year's contest with a score of 18-43 is the team from Butler County Community College. I'd like the entire team to come forward, please. Coached by Mr. Taylor Frank. Team members are Cade Hibden, Kinsey Kretschmeyer, Tanner Barnes, Trevor Rosso, and Cooper Carlisle. Congratulations to Butler County Community College. Now turn back in your program to the senior college division. Oral reasons are listed on page 11. If I could have the following individuals please come forward. I would like to have Wyatt Durst, Ashley Corns, Laurel Rigby, Luke Wechter, Blake Goss, Brady Bobbendreyer, Cody LaFrance, Peyton Dahmer, Austin Nauman, and P.D. Miller. $400 points possible here in oral reasons. Had to have 366 points to make the top 10. With 366 points, 10th place goes to Mr. Blake Goss from Oklahoma State University. We had a tie for 8th and 9th with 367 points. Your 9th high individual from the University of Minnesota, Brady Bobbendreyer. Also with 367 points and winning the tiebreaker in 8th from Western Illinois University, Luke Wechter. 7th high individual with one more point, 368 points from Kansas State University is Cody LaFrance. 1 point higher in 6th from the University of Wyoming, 369 points, Laurel Rigby. 2 points higher, 371 points from Kansas State University, your 5th high individual, Peyton Dahmer. 1 point higher, 372 points, 4th high individual from Texas Tech University is Ashley Corns. 2 points higher, 374 points, your 3rd high individual from Texas A&M University, Austin Nauman. Our reserve champion individual receiving a plaque from the National Western. That beautiful calf hide from the National Western as well with 376 points. Reserve champion oral reasons individual is Wyatt Durst from Kansas State University. And your champion individual receiving a pin set from the American Angus Association, a plaque from the National Western Stock Show, a travel bag from McLennan Club Lambs, Logan and Joni McLennan. 380 points, your high individual in oral reasons from Oklahoma State University is P.D. Miller. Okay, top teams in oral reasons there at the bottom of page 11. If I could have a representative from the top 5 teams, please come forward. In fifth place with 1,791 points, the team from Iowa State University, coached by Chris Cassidy and Colby Redifer. One point higher at 1,792. The fourth place team in Oral Reasons comes from Western Illinois University, coached by Mark Hogue and Hayden Wilder. Moving up 20 points to third high team. That's the team from Kansas State University, coached by Chris Mullenix. One point higher at 18-13. Your reserve champion team in Oral Reasons is Texas A&M University, coached by Mr. Keaton Dodd. The champion team in Oral Reasons will receive a plaque from the National Western Stock Show, a traveling trophy from Farmers National, and picture frames from the American Solaire Association. A shout out to Miss Sherry Dubit from the American Solaire Association. Your champion team had a score of 18-32, and that's the team from Oklahoma State University. If we could have those team members please come forward. Team members are P.D. Miller, Haley Stark, Lori Edwards, Blake Goss, and Jesse Henson, coached by Blake Bloomberg. Congratulations. Now moving back to page 7, we're ready for our top individuals overall in the junior college competition. I would like to have the following 10 to please come forward. Kinsey Kretschmeyer, Allie Martin, Maddie Nation, Ty Dunham, Shannon Davey, Adrian Austin, Cheyenne Mattis, Tanner Barnes, Logan Despain, and Trevor Russo. The traditional 1,000 points possible, you had to have 94.7% to get in the top 10. 10th high individual with 947 from Casper College, Shannon Davey. 1 point higher at 948, your 9th high individual from Butler County Community College, Trevor Russo. We had a tie for 7th and 8th with 951 points broken on total reasons. 8th high individual from South Plains College, Ty Dunham. Winning that tiebreaker at 951 from Casper College, Logan Despain. 6th high individual with a score of 955 from Northern Oklahoma College, Maddie Nation. 1 point higher at 956 from Butler County Community College, your 5th high individual, Tanner Barnes. 4th high individual had a 958. Fort Scott Community College's Allie Martin. 1 point higher, 3rd high individual from Belen College, Cheyenne Mattis. Your reserve champion individual in today's contest here at the National Western, receiving a plaque from the National Western Stock Show, a Western print from C.J. Brown Studios, and a garment bag from Jim Latosky, who coached at Colby Community College for a period of time. If Jim is here, Jim, if you'd please come forward to present the garment bag. Your reserve champion individual had a score of 960 points from Butler County Community College, Kinsey Kretschmeyer. And your high individual with a plaque from the National Western, a boot certificate from the Justin Boot Company, a $250 scholarship from my former judging coach, Dr. Don Woodburn, retired president from Dodge City Community College, and a leather bar stool from JBS Swift, as well as that $400 certificate for a custom-made hat for the now-to-be cowgirl, Adrian Austin, 979 points, your champion individual in the junior college contest. Lincoln Land Community College. Adrian, I don't know if that's a record, but 97.9, Dr. Pond, that'd score pretty well in most of our college classes, wouldn't it? Excellent score this evening in the contest. Top 10 teams this time. They're at the bottom of page 7, following along your 10th place team. If we could have a representative from Lincoln Land Community College, coached by Mr. Craig Beckmeyer. Our 9th high team had a score of 46-12. 4,600, by the way, is a really, really good team score, and all of these from here on up, 10th on up, had 4,601 points or more. Your 9th high team, Illinois Central College, coached by Grant Grebner. Our 8th place team had a score of 46-31. That's the team from Connors State College, coached by Nolan Hildebrand. Four points higher. Your 7th high team had a score of 46-35. Lakeland College, coached by Jordan Roush. Lakeland College. Our 6th high team in the junior college division had a score of 46-53. From the same state, Blackhawk East is your 6th place team, coached by Dan Hogue and Tyler Graddert. Fifth high team with a score of 46-64 is South Plains College, coached by Connor Newsom. Our 4th high team in the junior college division had a score of 46-70. That's the team from Redlands Community College, coached by Brandon Callis. Third high team, a score of 46-77, is the team from Casper College, coached by Jeremy Burkett. And Jason Johnson. Congratulations. Your reserve champion team will receive a plaque from the National Western Stock Show, team plaques from the American Hereford Association. Your reserve champion team at this year's National Western Stock Show with a score of 46-82 is the team from Boleyn College. If they would all please come forward. Kylie Patterson, Grayson Gilbreth, Travis Bonner, Cheyenne Mattis, and J.C. Bergen, coached by Bryce Mund and Joe Rathman. Congratulations, Boleyn. All right. Our champion team will receive a plaque and a banner from the National Western Stock Show, boot certificates from the Justin Boot Company, that beautiful hide that is being displayed here, provided by the Wagner family of Texas, The Wagner family also providing team plaques for each team member. The Western Stock Show also providing a 3x3 vinyl banner. Your champion team with a score of 47-32, a phenomenal score. The team from Butler County Community College, your champion team at this year's National Western. Team members, if you'd please come forward. Arcade Hibden, Kinsey Kretschmeyer, Tanner Barnes, Trevor Rosso, and Cooper Carlisle, and they're ably coached by Taylor Frank. I believe there's a coach's award of a plaque and a bar stool that go to Taylor Frank. Did we find that coach's award? Okay. Okay, if you will now, turn in your program. We're ready for the top individuals in senior college. On your program on page number 12. If I could have the following individuals to please come forward. I would like to have Landon Eldridge, Luke Wechter, Peyton Dahmer, Ashley Corns, P.D. Miller, Maggie Schweppe, Brady Bobbendreyer, Cody LaFrance, Wyatt Durst, and Austin Nauman. Once again, 1,000 points possible. You had to have a 94.6% to make the top 10. In 10th place, with 946 from the University of Illinois, Maggie Schweppe. One point higher at 947, your 9th high individual from Texas A&M University, Landon Eldridge. We had a tie for 7th and 8th with 949 points, identical reason scores. So we had to move out to the 3rd tiebreaker such that your 8th high individual is the Golden Gopher Brady Bobbendreyer, University of Minnesota. And winning the tiebreaker, 949 from Western Illinois, Luke Wechter. Sixth high individual with 955 points from Kansas State University, Cody LaFrance. 2 points higher in 5th and also from Kansas State University, Peyton Dahmer. 1 point higher at 958, also from Kansas State University, Wyatt Durst. Your 3rd high individual with 960 points from Texas Tech University, Ashley Corns. 4 points separate your top 2 individuals. As you look in your program, you see that the reserve champion will receive a plaque from the National Western, a Western print from C.J. Brown Studios, a garment bag from Logan and Joni, at McLennan Club Lambs. With 963 points, your reserve champion individual at this year's contest from Texas A&M University, Austin Nauman. Your high individual overall will receive a plaque from the National Western, a $250 scholarship presented by the American Shorthorn Association. That trip I talked about early in our program to Alberta, Canada next summer. I'm sure Isabel would be glad to introduce you to lots of people in Canada when you go. A pair of boots from the Justin Boot Company, a leather bar stool from JBS Swift, and a $400 custom-made hat from Greeley Hat Works provided by Trent Johnson. With 967 points, your high individual, P.D. Miller. Congratulations to P.D. Okay, we're ready for our top 10 teams in this year's contest. If I could have a representative from these teams from 10th up through 3rd. Your 10th place team, are we ready, ladies? 10th high team with a score 45-77, the Rams from Colorado State University, coached by Luke Furness and Clay Carlson. Your 9th high team had a score of 45-85. That's the team from the University of Illinois, coached by Parker Henley and Jack Oates. Your 8th high team with a score of 46-03 is the team from Texas Tech University, coached by John DeClerc. Our 7th high team with a score of 46-12 are the Golden Gophers from the University of Minnesota, coached by Kyle Roseboom and assisted by Mr. Greg Harder. Sixth high team with a score of 46-23 is the University of Wyoming, coached by Caleb Boardman and Colby Hales. Fifth high team with a score of 46-35 is the team from Iowa State University, coached by Chris Cassidy and Colby Redifer. Our fourth high team with a score of 46-41 is the team from Western Illinois University, coached by Mark Hogue and Hayden Wilder. Third high team with a score of 46-86 is the team from Kansas State University, coached by Mr. Chris Mullenix. Our reserve champion team will receive a banner and plaque from the National Western Stock Show, as well as individual plaques from the National Western. Your reserve champion team at this year's National Western in the Senior College Division with a score of 46-90 is the team from Texas A&M University. If they would please come forward. Coached by Keaton Dodd. Team members are Landon Eldridge, Austin Nauman, Kyle Albrechts, Casey Neal, and Cassie McConkey. If I could please have Glenda Mostick come forward to represent the Denver Ag and Livestock Club. They will be presenting a plaque to your champion team. Also, if either Blake Nelson or Josh Cribbs happen to be in the audience, there will be an award presented from the American Maine Jew Association, a beautiful hide to the champion team. They'll also receive a plaque and a banner from the National Western, boot certificates from the Justin Boot Company, the perpetual traveling plaque, a beautiful plaque provided by the Wagner family in Texas. The Wagners are providing individual team plaques, and the National Western providing a 3x3 vinyl banner. There are also awards we'll talk about in a minute for the coach, but your champion team with 47-23, the team from Oklahoma State University, if all the team members would come forward. Led by P.D. Miller, other team members Haley Stark, Lori Edwards, Blake Goss, and Jesse Henson. And if we could have the coach please come forward, we'll receive an award from the National Western, as well as a leather bar stool from JBS Swift. This team is coached by Dr. Blake Bloomberg and assisted by Kendall Reitzenstein.